Alright, so both Global and JP just got a data download. Yesterday we had the S tier Super Vegeta EZA details with the EGL Super Vegeta EZA details. And on JP we got LR Puar and Yamcha's EZA details. But very surprising, we have Int Android 16, AGL Cell Jr., then the World Tournament units for JP, including High School Gohan's EZA, Super Saiyan Vegeta EZA, Mr. Buu EZA, and then this guy. I did translate these guys right here. But apparently from what I was hearing, these guys are good as well. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the global data download real quick here, just these new characters. Then we'll hop into the JP version. The JP version specifically, I mean, because I guess these are coming to both versions, right? But the JP units right here for the World Tournament are JP exclusive, and this is the first time seeing their information. So without further ado, let's just hop right into things. So again, I heard this Android 16 was really good, so let's take a look here. Greatly raised defense for the turn, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and then it massively lowers defense. Okay, that's a good super attack effect. I do like the 50% defense for the turn. Key to an 160% attack and defense. He guaranteed guards now, which is really good. He gets 80% attack and defense when attacking. Okay. High chance to perform a crit within the same turn after receiving an attack. Doesn't matter. Oh, wait. Oh. He gets 16% reduction when guard is activated. And that goes up to 48%. He has guard and 48% reduction. That's actually insane. He gets 80% attack and then 106% defense, and all allies get key through and 58% attack and defense. Used to be just 50. Wow. When there's a Super Saiyan Gohan youth or Super Saiyan 2 Gohan youth attacking in the same turn. Which, not really the best for this guy in terms of restriction, because, like, you know, Android Cell Saga's team, I guess, but, like, AGL or Gohan's nothing particularly, like, amazing. Powerful comeback. Is AGL Gohan on here? No, he's not, so that sucks. They only share this Android Cell Saga team. Tournament participants, I guess, but, you know. I think that he looks interesting. This, Int Android 16. I think it looks quite good. Even, like, you can ignore this. Like, this would make him really good, but he doesn't need this. I feel like he got some multiplicative stats here. Give him full additional even. He's gonna E-attack super well. He has a lot of these Android links too. He's good. This guy's actually genuinely really good. So that's great. Okay. Alright, so next we have the Cell Jr. It's all the Cell Juniors, right? But specifically, they say Cell Jr. I don't know why they just say Cell Jr. for this one character when it's like all these Cell Juniors, but whatever. Attack and defense 150%, 30% attack and defense, and then chance to evade enemy's attack plus 10% per artificial life forms category ally in the team. Oh yeah, these guys are going to be good for the artificial life forms mission. 70% dodge on a full artificial life forms team, and then that's 210% extra stats right there. Artificial life form category allies key through and 30% attack and defense. An additional attack that has a high chance to be a super. Then launches an initial attack and randomly changes keys for a certain type, that's AGL and Int excluded, to Rainbow if there is a perfect form cell or perfect cell that's attacking within the same turn. Okay, this guy's looking good again. He wants to sell. There's not a good sell, man. If, like, we get a big Cell Saga celebration this year, which I think is, like, definitely in the realm of possibility. It's been a while since we got, like, a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan or Perfect Form Cell or Perfect Cell. But, you know who's going to EZA very soon? I think, EZA, Super EZA Tech Cell is going to EZA for this guy very soon. Like, he's one of the earliest Super EZAs, and he should, I would assume he's going to EZA within the next few months. So with that in mind, this guy's going to get that partner, and that could be really good. He could be slot 1, because he doesn't get buffs on Super, raise attack defense of the turn. I guess that's the only thing. He doesn't have any multiplicative buffs, but he has a 70% dodge chance. He does lower attack defense as well, we see. But yeah, this guy is right here, dude. This Tech Cell that could be really good. So, yeah, that could be interesting. Good EZAS. I think these two are good. I like them a lot. They're really, really nice. So, next we'll move on to JP. We have High School Gohan, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Mr. Boo, and we also do have the TTech Shen TUR. So we'll talk about these characters specifically, and we'll talk about, you know, how good they are. So let's look at High School Gohan. So, easy High School Gohan. He gets Superclass Allies Key through and 77% attack and defense. He greatly raises attack for the turn, has a 30% defense raise for the turn, causes supreme damage, and has a medium chance to stun. Let me double check. It is a medium chance to stun right here. Let me just double check here. Yeah, 30% chance to stun. I just wanted to be sure. 158% attack and defense. He gets 50% attack and defense when performing a super attack. 58% damage reduction as well. So he already had the reduction, but they, again, I think this is like the bare minimum that they wanted to add for him, which I think is fair. Again, 158% stats and then 50% on super attack. That is like the bare minimum multiplicative buffs that I honestly did expect from this guy. Defense raise with the turn on super attack is good as well. But my disappointment with this guy is that he doesn't, his support is still superclass allies. I mean, we could even take a look here. Still superclass allies. It went up 5%. No, it went up 1 key. In fact, it didn't even go up any percent. It just went up key. Which I think really does suck that the super attack effect, like, it was like a minimal, like the super attack effect is like decent. I would say like the 30% defense will definitely take it, but I wanted this to be on all allies because the Super Saiyan leader is the new Super Saiyan Attack Vegeta, the Saiyan Day unit, and he's extreme class. So I don't know why, this guy doesn't support all types. I think that's the biggest thing. If there's an extreme class enemy, he does get 58% attack and defense, and he lowers the attacked enemy's attack by 20% for 2 turns. So I think that could be cool. Where it's like in the Cell Max fight, you could lower his attack for 2 turns, 20%. That could be pretty potent actually. Passive attack lowering is actually really good in that Cell Max fight. Like just in general, any enemy who could be debuffed by attack, right? Passive skill attack lowering is always going to be very helpful. But I think this guy seems like he'll be nice. I think he'll be a nice option, but he's not going to be like super busted. I think that people really wanted him to be, but we'll see when he's in game. I mean, he's going to release technically tomorrow when the World Tournament starts, right? So that's the thing. We have the easy STR Super Saiyan Vegeta here. So let's take a look at what this guy's doing. He goes all LS key through and 70% to stats on his leader skill. Greatly raises attack and defense with the turn, causes supreme damage, greatly lowers defense, and he seals super attack. So again, if we take a look here, he's doing a lot on the super attack effect. Sealing 50% defense lower than 50% attack and defense raise. I like that super attack effect. I think it is pretty useful. So in terms of his passive skill, he gets 150% attack and defense, 100% attack and defense on super attack. Then he gets Q1 and 20% attack up to 100% with each attack received. I wanted him to add defense there, honestly. I think adding defense here could have been really, really good. He has... This is one thing I don't like about him, specifically, that I just... Not a fan. And you can even see it here. They added great chance to guard. And then each time you receive an attack, crit chance plus 15% up to 60% if there is a Master Evolution category ally attacking in the same turn. Which honestly is not good. Like great chance to guard. I mean, I'll take it, I guess, but for a free-to-play character, man, you should have given him the guaranteed guard, dude. Like, I think that it's... I'll take the great chance over anything. 100%. I will 100% take the great chance over anything. So with that in mind, I think that yeah, he might be decent still, but I just like I'm not looking at him. I'm like, yeah, this guy's gonna be pretty sick. He seems like he'll be decent at best, right? At least he has some kind of defensive mechanic. Even though it's RNG, it is 70%, I guess. But I'm not really too hot on this guy. He might be okay. We have EZA Tech. Ooh, which funny enough, this might be the best World Tournament character of this batch, I think, specifically. So, this guy does greatly raise defense for the turn, causes free damage, and lowers attack. He gets 120% attack and defense, then 120% attack when performing a super attack here, which I think is, you know, they could have added like 50% defense there, but I guess. He changes into key spheres, and key spheres have another type 2 rainbow key spheres. He gets 50% attack and defense, and then recovers 30,000 HP per rainbow key sphere obtained, which I think, you know, the 30,000 HP actually is kind of decent. Like with each rainbow key sphere, if you grab like 3 rainbow key spheres or 4 rainbow key spheres, that's a 90,000 to 20,000 HP. Like that's actually a lot. Like that could be like up to 20% of your HP, which is not bad, considering that he makes the rainbow orbs himself. Like 10 to 15% probably. Then he also gets 50% attack and defense per rainbow key sphere obtained, which I think is pretty decent as well, but I'll take that. Then he gets 50% reduction when collecting 2 rainbow key spheres, and then from the 3rd rainbow key sphere onward, he gets another 10% reduction. So let's say you get 4 rainbow key spheres, he gets 70% reduction. If you get 3 rainbow key spheres, he gets 60% reduction, right? Which, you know, I think it's pretty nice. I think that the damage reduction right there is looking pretty good. And he's a rainbow orb change. He might be decent. Again, artificial life forms could use the help. And, you know, he's the only Mr. Boo in the game, so I actually think he's not too bad. He lowers attack too. I like the lower attack. It's pretty interesting, I guess, right? You know, I'll take that. So we have TTech Shen here. I said EZA, but it's TTech Shen. That's my bad. Oopsie. But if we take a look here at this Tech Shen, he actually seems pretty decent. Greatly raise attack and defense for the turn, causes supreme damage and that high chance to stun. He gets 150% attack and defense at the start of turn, high chance to evade enemies' attack, including super attack. Then he gets an additional chance to evade enemies' attack, including super attack, plus 10%. That goes up to 20% with each attack he evades within the same turn. Now, unfortunately, that does end up, like, how to explain it? That does end up being a separate dodge chance. So he has the 50% chance dodge. Then he gets 10% up to 20%. That's a separate 20% chance to dodge in total with each dodge he will do, which a little unfortunate, not the best, but I'll take it, I guess. Just an extra dodge chance. If he's in the first slot, he gets another 20% chance to dodge and then 150% attack and defense though. So he has 70% dodge in slot 1, then he can get a separate 20% chance to dodge in his passive as well, which I think, you know, that works out. I'll take that over nothing, 100%. I think him having that dodge, like that, at least this, if he wants to be in slot 1, he has to at least have 70%. If he's in the second or third, if he's the second or third attacker in the turn, he gets 150% attack when attacking though, or 150% attack and defense when attacking though. That is multiplicative as well. Then he performs an initial attack that has a great chance to be super attack within the same turn after this character evades an attack. Then he gets attack plus 100% for 3 turns once he actually does evade an attack as well. So that's this Tech Shen. I think he seems like he'll be a pretty decent character as well. Nothing really, again, too special, but I think he'll be decent. So that's, again, at the end of the day, a good thing. But that is pretty much it for this data download. Again, we do have some upcoming missions as well. And then we do have the Extreme Z battle. I know that the Super Vegeta Extreme Z battle is weak to Android Cell Saga. We could take a look at it literally here. Oh, that was the missing Extreme Z battle, huh? Super Vegeta, the 136. Because there's like a missing Extreme Z battle like right around here, and it's obviously you can see right there. They skipped that number, so that is 136 right there. But if we take a look at upcoming missions, nothing really too special. Just the World Tournament, the Infinite Dragon Ball History, and then we have the Easy as well. So that's it. I think Global also has Patan upcoming, but that is everything. So let me know what you guys think. Super Vegeta does release on Monday in 3 days. The World Tournament starts tonight. Woo! I love World Tournaments. And all these sub-EZAs come out that time as well. 16 and Cell Jr., dude, they're good. There's no missions for them either, so we're gonna have to manually grind them. That's awesome. That's it for me, and I'll catch you guys next time.